I've recently been catching up on comics and I stumbled across a variant of the Doctor Doom character that is by far the most evil and powerful version of the character I've ever experienced in my history of reading Marvel. So much so it made me want to do this video about the most evil version of Doctor Doom in the multiverse. Seriously, I love Doctor Doom, but as I was reading this, there were several moments where I cried out loud, "Oh no, Doctor Doom, why?" But okay, so let's talk about this. This is the Doctor Doom variant from Avengers Forever. Now, this issue is issue number 5, which was published in 2021, but this series is still being published to this day. And the story involves a multiversal group of Avengers and different variants, and it also includes a group of villains that are called the Multiversal Master of Evil. This is a group of multiversal variant villains from the Marvel multiverse. They go around pillaging, they're taking over worlds. It's kind of the whole catalyst for Avengers Forever. And they're led by this variant of Doom called Doom of Dooms. Now, this issue starts with Doctor Doom removing his helmet to show somebody his face. He threatens them that they can't avert their eyes or their ability to do so will be taken from them. He says a bunch of cold stuff, including that this person that he's talking to must look at him until he gives them permission to go mad. They've got to see the horror behind every scar until they comprehend all that this version of Doctor Doom is. And the first time I read this, I was like, okay, so that's pretty cool, but I wonder what that means. I mean, Doom, yeah, he's got a scarred face. What's the big deal? Fast forward to later on in the issue where I was like, oh my God. Now we cut to a universe where there are a bunch of different man things that embody these crazy Marvel powers. And this is a relatively new thing in Marvel Comics that's established in the million BC run. These forces are referred to as the prehistoric protectors. And it's that the very first group of Avengers is formed as protectors of each individual universe. And these powers include Odin, the Phoenix, Black Panther, Iron Fist, Ghost Rider, Agamotto, and Starbrand. And so basically, no matter how different one version of Earth is from the other, they all have these prehistoric protectors. And in this universe that we cut to in the Doctor Doom book, we see a bunch of man things with these powers. We see one with the power of the Starbrand. We see one with the power of the Phoenix. We see one with the power of the Iron Fist. And we see one with the power of Agamotto. And the multiversal masters of evil, led by this Doom above all, absolutely wrecks the faces of these different man things. And as the Doom from the start of the book is talking to this still unrevealed person, he explains how even the people that make up the multiversal masters of evil are not even close on the level of Doctor Doom in power or intellect. And he thinks of them a lot like hunting dogs. And after they destroy the protectors of each universe, all of the people within the multiversal masters of evil all bicker about what they should take from that universe. And this Doctor Doom variant always takes the same thing, and it is revealed to be a Doctor Doom as he is sitting in front of a man-thing version of Doctor Doom. And then the Doom above all takes off the mask of this man-thing version of Doctor Doom, talking about how there are versions of Doom throughout the multiverse that have a single thin scar and still cover their face. Then the Doctor Doom man-thing, referring to himself as Doom Thing, rebels and breaks out of his chains only to be surrounded by Doombots. Except they're not Doombots, and Doom Thing realizes that these are all variants of Doctor Doom that have succumbed to the will of this Doom above all. Then this Doctor Doom does one of the most cold, horrifying things I've ever seen in comics, where he tells the other Doctor Dooms to remove the eyelids of Doom Thing and nail his head to the cross. And this is all because the Doom Thing did try to avert his eyes, which the Doom above all did warn him not to do. Then this evil maniac Doctor Doom continues to explain that in every universe they visit and take over, they kill the prehistoric protectors, and he takes the variant of Doctor Doom back to his castle. Then the eyelidless man thing, Doctor Doom, with his head nailed into a cross, understands what Doom is doing with all of the different versions of himself. And the Doom above all explains that this all started with Valeria, his long-lost love, the person he loved the most in the world. And what did this, the most evil version of Doctor Doom, do? Well, he stripped the living flesh off of Valeria, sacrificed his love, and created his power armor using her skin. And that's just like, what? Like, he literally took Valeria's flesh off of her bones and sacrificed his love to create his power armor. And that power armor was so strong it allowed him to go around the multiverse to thwart all of his different enemies, and then he eventually even slain the prehistoric protecting Avengers of his own reality. But that drained all of the mystical power of his armor, so then he had to go around the multiverse seeking the only other thing that he loved, and that would be himself. He describes the first time that he strangled himself and ripped off the flesh of his variant to fuel his armor. He describes this as being the greatest intimacy possible. No self-revelation that could possibly prove more profound than kneeling over your own murdered body. And again, removing the flesh from that body to power your own flesh-made armor. And after all of this, the Doom Thing, that Man-Thing version, says, yes, I finally understand, don't make me watch anymore. He orders the other Dooms to cut the Man-Thing down, throws back a mask for him to put on, and then he hands a knife to the Doom Thing, tells him to remove his own tongue and clean up the mess. And the Man-Thing version of Doctor Doom, with tears flooding out of his eyelidless eyes, says that, yes, of course, I'll do it, my lord. We then see this version of Doctor Doom walking out of his own throne room past a ton of different variants of Doctor Dooms, all dead, hanging on meat hooks. And we pull out to see that this Latveria, this Castle Doom, is actually inside a Ego the Living Planet variant of Doctor Doom, a Doom the Living Planet. And it's described that even that version of Doctor Doom once had to look face to face with this, the Doom above all. And holy crap, man, when I got done reading this book, I had to set it down and I had to take a couple paces around my room because holy shit! I mean, you've got a variant of Doctor Doom who literally uses his love, the only love he really has, for Valeria, and he destroys her, removes her flesh, and makes an armor out of it. That is like so grotesque, like weird, magic, demonic type shit. But not only that, he takes it into his own hands to alter his own timeline and dimension, then goes around the multiverse, taking all of these variants of Doctor Doom, utilizing them to either power up his armor or to serve him as his, I guess, kind of servants slash slaves in this Castle Doom. And this is all encased in a Doom the Living Planet somewhere out there in the multiverse. And again, this guy is the leader of a sort of cabal, this multiversal group of villains called the Multiversal Masters of Evil. And wow, dude, like this was absolutely nuts. I've never seen a more evil, more twisted, or more powerful version of Doctor Doom. And as it currently stands, all these different variants of Avengers that are all making up the Avengers Forever team are eventually going to have to face down with the Multiversal Masters of Evil and this version of Doctor Doom. And I can't wait to see how that all goes down. And I wonder if there will be any variants of Doctor Doom that join with the Avengers to try to stop this guy, like the 616 variant of Doctor Doom, maybe. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video breaking down the most evil variant of Doctor Doom I've ever encountered. I would love to know your thoughts, so let me know them in the comments section below. Smash a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe to this channel and subscribe to our live streaming channel so you have a chance to win the dope nerdy thing we give away each month. This month, it is a 2-pack of awesome Marvel Legends figures, this Thor and this Iron Man. And we're giving away 2 sets on the main channel and 1 set over on the live streaming channel. So again, make sure you're subscribed to both. And if you're looking to watch more, why not check out this video I just did breaking down crazy reports about Tom Holland's next appearance as Spider-Man. It's shocking and also has a lot to do with what we might see in live action for Sony and Marvel.